Good morning, everyone. Place it here. Ken, how you doing? Gabriel, good morning. Happy birthday to you. Everyone. Uh-oh. Place it here. Uh-oh. Well, at least I know my microphone's on. Anyways, I was saying happy birthday there, Gabriel. How old are you now? 17, 18? Johnny Drone Fly, good morning, brother. Need to clean off my glasses. 18, all right. Good deal. Happy birthday there, kiddo. Little Llama Laura, good morning. Hope all is well with you. Ken, I understand you flew home for the weekend. Good deal. I know you do a lot of traveling. Good morning, Cameron. How you doing, brother? I mean, good evening to you, sir. So, hope all is well. Give me a second here. Well, I imagine Dennis Lovelady will be popping in here pretty soon. I sent out a few more invites. Building 710, good morning. How are you today? Go back to Chicago. Well, that's good. At least you're getting the weekend. Good evening, Peter Carroll. How are you doing? And speaking of the weekend, this is Memorial Day weekend, the first big weekend of the year. Michael Blades, good morning. And also, it's a time of remembrance for those that have fallen for the freedom of our country. Memorial Day was originally set aside to honor those that have died in past wars. Several other nations have it. UK has Poppy Day, I think is what they call it. And it's time to remember and honor those that fell for their countries. And that goes equally for our allies, Australia, the UK. So be sure to say a prayer for those and their families. USA, you. So, yeah, I do apologize for not flying this morning. It is raining still. And Ron, good morning, brother. How are you doing? I sent you a link, Ron, if you can. Johnny, I think I sent you one too, brother. But anyway, if anybody, like I said, I'm waiting for Dennis and a couple other people. I may open it up here shortly for anybody in the chats that want to join me. That's right. Peter Carroll, in case you didn't see it, they celebrate Remembrance Day on November 11th. That's our Veterans Day, November 11th. Mika Steve, good day, brother. By the way, I have taken the step into the FPV world. As most of you know, Mark, good morning. Central Age in the house. I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the chat or in the chat. It'll be up for about 30 seconds. If anybody cares to join, please feel free to do so. But catch it while you can, because it's going to go away in about 29 seconds now. So, Mike B, a.k.a. the Drone Ranger, good morning. Anybody I missed, good morning. Oh, Peter, you crack me up, brother. You crack me up. Sorry to hear that, Rodney. Oh, well, I got to watching Drone Bum, and of course, I've been watching FPV flyers for a while now, and I always got interested in it. And then Centroid, and here's another one, Centroid. I watched him learn how to fly FPV, and Rick Halber sent me this Tiny Hawk, and I've been sitting on it for, God, he must have sent it to me about 8 months ago when I first started talking about this. And he sent this Tiny Hawk to me. It's right here. And so I finally decided, and I kind of regret that I didn't do it sooner while Rick was still with us, because he would have loved to seen this. But I know he's watching from above and stuff. So I'm going to do this. So it may take a while before I start posting any videos, but I am going to do it. And I'm kind of planning out the way I want to learn this. I'm going to use Mark's example. Start with the simulator first, get used to that, and then go to the drone itself. But we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a learning curve, but I'll make it. All right. Well, I'm going to take the link off. I may put it back up. How long before it ends up in the lake? Well, Peter, with any luck at all, it won't end up in the lake, because I ain't going to fly it near the lake. Okay. That's actually the one I'm going to use there, Mike.
Oh, you caught me. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
Oh, I had to get me a cup of coffee. I was listening to you, so I had to go make my coffee here. How you doing, Rodney?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good deal. Good deal.
I'm taking that step into the wild side of drone flying.
Yeah, I was listening while I was making my coffee. So you already bought, or are you buying something?
No, Rick Halber sent me a Tiny Hawk, and I think you already knew that. And about a year, maybe a year and a couple of months ago, Brent Nunley sent me a big drone, and he sent me the controller, the goggles, and this is the drone that Brent Nunley sent me. Got to add Dennis in here. There you go.
Hey,
Dennis.
That's a good looking bird there. That's from Brent, huh?
Yeah, this is the one from Brent. And so he sent one at the same time to Mel, to 400 AGL, and Mel took his out and broke it almost immediately. And so I thought, well, I'm going to do it a little different because I wouldn't be able to afford to get another one at this time.
Right.
So I'm going to learn on the Tiny Hawk that Rick Halber sent me. Because from all the videos I've been watching, they say it's a good learning drone.
Yeah, that's what they say.
So,
well, that's
good morning.
That's good.
So,
morning, Johnny.
How you doing, Dennis?
Good, thanks. I saw you in my live stream, but I don't know if I acknowledged you. But
yeah, you did. I had just, I guess, waking up, and I put you on. I was listening there. So
I'm in a completely different world when I do that. It's hard to explain. It's just so much going on. So,
oh, I know. Listen, we talk about it all the time, you know, and when you're on a show, it's so easy to be on. When you're kind of running something, it's a lot different, you know.
It is. It is. So, yeah. Yeah, you know.
yo, Drone Life. Drone Life RC.
I guess I
Good
should
morning,
turn
Chris.
on my phone, huh? Station identification.
All right.
There you go. All right, let's do that.
What are we doing?
Turning on my phone. I'm getting YouTube on my phone. So I can see the chats.
Asgard Studios. Good morning, Hugh.
Who do I want to be today? I guess I'll be Dennis Lovelady. There we go.
Alessandro, good morning. We got Gabriel's in the chat. Today is Gabriel's birthday, Dennis.
Oh yeah, happy birthday!
Happy
Gabriel.
birthday.
I did see that.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gabriel. Happy birthday to you.
All right.
Good job.
Better Dennis sings it than me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, he might not want to get to his next birthday. Hear me sing.
Well, we got to make him want his next birthday. That's for sure.
I agree, Hugh.
I'm going to wait another week or so. Maybe more.
I'm gonna do like I did with my Part 107. Just I'm gonna just show up one day and show an fly FPV. You know, I'm not gonna tell nobody I'm doing it because I don't want to show all my crashes.
Hey, good morning, Bent Rail Productions. Well, I've got to tell you, and I don't mind telling you, I've lost one propeller. I've broke a propeller. So I'm down to 2 spares now, and both of those are for one side. But I do have some propellers coming. That the day I broke the first propeller, I went and ordered 20.
Yeah,
I figure I'm gonna be going through them quite a bit.
Was that the first day that you flew it?
Yeah, I went out. It was like Thursday. Yeah, it must have been Thursday because that's the day I got the goggles. And I didn't use the goggles, but that's the day I got them. And I bound my controller to the Tiny Hawk, and I went outside, and of course, I started up, and I take off, and I'm doing all right in the beginning. And then it just, all of a sudden, it just went bat crazy.
If it was DJI, you'd call it a flyaway.
Well, it didn't even fly away. It was coming back, and it landed in some clover that was kind of high. And it just snapped that blade.
Yeah.
The first crash, I actually lost a blade. But I didn't notice it until yesterday. But one of the blades came off, and it actually flew up to the ceiling before it came down.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
depends.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
No wonder I lost it.
I had a Hubsan H501S, and I tried some OEM props on that. And those were, they had to be, I don't remember how it worked, but there were screws involved. And these OEM props, those screws were backward from the way they should have been. And during flight, one of those, I could actually see it. One of those props just took off. You know, of course, the craft came crashing down, but one of those props was happy for a little bit.
Hey, good morning, Eric. Good morning, Tomas.
That's not a good feeling.
Look what I can do. Oops.
So, yeah, I almost lost another one, but I managed to find it. So, but anyway, I'm going to try and do this. Try to learn how to do this the right way. I'm going to start off with actually using a Velocidrone and get used to the sticks. You know, flying a GPS drone is fairly simple. I mean, there's some difficulty to it.
Absolutely.
But for the most part, it's pretty simple because you don't have to worry about keeping it at a certain level.
Yeah, especially the way I do it, right? You put it up, you point it in a direction, and you put the controller down.
Exactly, just like we do on every Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
But of course, and then these FPV drones, they don't have that GPS stabilization. So
right. I have
Ron Lockwood.
Hey,
Ron, good morning.
Morning, brother.
I have a JJRC H20 H20, yeah, and I think that's right. But anyway, that's a 6 prop, little bitty. It looks like probably like your Tiny Hawk about, you know, in size, but it's not an FPV drone. You know, it doesn't have a camera or anything. But where was I going with this? Oh, I was all over the place trying to apply that. That was the very first craft I ever had, and I still have it.
Cool.
My son stole it for a little bit. He said, "Oh, I'm taking this home with me." I said, oh, okay, but I have it back now.
See, Captain Ray got his Pee Mini yesterday evening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Pilot Sharks Hanger. Good morning. Thanks for dropping in. So, Ron, how you doing, brother?
I've been better.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're looking like you're not feeling too well.
I'm not. I'll tell you already. I'm just so sick of being sick. It's been off for over a week.
Wow.
My turkey hunt was short. You know, I got my hunter a turkey and I left. And I was actually feeling pretty good the other day. And yesterday it started back up again. I'm going to the urgent care this morning when they open up.
What's the problem?
It's respiratory. I think I'm on the verge of pneumonia.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you need to get in.
I got to get some antibiotics in me or so. I don't, you know.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get that.
You know, guys, I know we're all tired of talking about the subject, but my one coworker, and I sit there and wonder, was he the one? The one day I worked with him about a week and a half ago, had COVID months ago, got the shots a couple months ago, 4 weeks ago, gets COVID again.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he got tested both times and had symptoms both times. So just putting it out there. It's not, that shot is not 100%. I'm going to say
Well, I knew that. It's experimental, you know, but
Yeah.
wow.
So,
That's
I've heard
very
that.
disappointing.
Yeah. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I do too.
That's not what it is, but geez, it's been over a week.
Wow.
Well, brother, I sure hope you get to feeling better.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm actually going to do what I normally don't do. I've got the next 7 days off. I'm taking them off. I ain't working for nobody.
Absolutely. You deserve that, man. You deserve that.
I left Dickinson the other day, went straight to the lodge, scouted. Next morning, got up, Had a really cool hunter, a guy, a friend of mine, he's a cop in Pennsylvania. What a prankster. Oh my gosh. He's a piece of work. He brought 2 buddies with him. I didn't know them hardly at all, but they're really super nice guys. But we didn't get one the first day. Second morning though, we went out and oh my gosh, it was great. And all of a sudden he wants to pull pranks all the time. So we're actually pulling back in the driveway of the lodge at 6:10 in the morning. We're done. And his buddy actually drove. Him and one other friend flew. He goes, Ron, you got one to play up. He goes, there's Craig. He said, put your head down, put a frown on your face. He goes, and just play it up. I'm like, okay. So we pull in the driveway, we pull up around the cabin, and Craig comes running out the door. Yo, man, where's he at? And he gets out, throws his jacket on the ground. My buddy throws his jacket on the ground. He goes, I've had it. I've had it with hunting, had it with Wyoming, and I've had it with Ron. And I'm sitting there with my head down, and then Craig looks at me and I just looked at him. I kept my head down, kept this frown on my face. And then Craig turns back around to Joey and he goes, I'm just kidding. There's a big one in the trunk. In fact.
And what they say, Ron, humor's the best medicine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
Or listening to Dennis early in the morning.
Yeah, that's pretty good medicine.
That's humor. That's what that is. If you don't take it as humor, then you're not going to listen. You got to have a sense of humor to watch me.
Nah, you do pretty good, Dennis.
Thanks. But I have a long.
Of course, I am kind of partial. I mean, you are a really good friend, so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if you can't, your friends talk about you, I mean, that's what you want.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I mean, Johnny and I never talk bad about you behind your back.
No.
Do we, John?
Not as far as I know. That's right.
Turn around, Dennis. You got a swivel chair there?
Little experiment. Yeah, well, I can only, if I switch chairs, I can turn all the way around. But this one, it hits the counter it has maybe a 200-degree turn.
You know what, Dennis?
What?
Remember that can of WD-40 you bought, and I sprayed on my chair?
Yeah.
Still not. Well, it's beginning to squeak again, but not bad. Not like it was.
That can the stuff inside that can should still be good.
Well, actually, that can ended up getting used.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, my wife gave it to her son to use.
You can get some Pam from the kitchen cabinet. Pam will work too.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I bet that's true. Yeah.
So, but anyway, so you got something you want to share there, brother?
Yeah, I was just going to show you the turkey.
All right. Well, let me know when you're ready.
Yep, that's all up.
Yeah, you got 4 turkeys there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you count, I see, actually, I could identify 8, but there were more than that.
Nice view of Devil's Tower. Yeah.
Nice Photoshop work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That turkey looks real too.
That's amazing, Ron.
Yeah. That is a huge turkey.
Yeah, he was 25 pounds.
Wow.
You take some awesome photos. That was a bunch of bull.
No, I'm serious.
Ron posted that picture on Facebook, and I said, brings a whole new meaning to getting some tail.
Yeah.
I couldn't resist that. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Rodney, I was going to share a couple other things from my Tetons trip.
Oh yeah, please do.
I won't be able to stay long, by the way, Ron. What's your name again? Top left?
Rodney.
Rodney.
That's the one. Yeah.
Rodney.
So
I've been called a lot worse than Ron, believe me. And in about 13 different languages.
He's a top turkey in the chat. He's got control of the board, Dennis.
I'm telling Ron, but you're welcome to listen, Rodney. But
Okay.
anyway. Yeah, I have a lot to do. Then I'm going to go pick up my wife from.
There's one picture I kind of like, that little
I
baby
like
bison.
that too.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, getting some tail. I kind of like this picture of the Tetons here.
Oh wow!
Oh man.
Yeah, that was
beautiful.
the best place in the world I think I've ever sat with a cup of coffee.
It's amazing what you can do with Photoshop, huh?
What camera did you use?
There was probably
it
was a Sony the RX10. There was probably 40 people there getting that same picture.
Oh, you know what? It's not the first time I've seen a picture like that, and it's always beautiful.
It is. That is awesome.
And yours is just as beautiful as all the rest, Ron.
Here, taking a little hike, and thank God for my good eyesight. And I stopped, and like something looks different there, and I pulled the camera. I'm like, there's a little baby black bear back here sleeping behind the tree.
Oh, that's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him sleeping.
Scale, so
yeah. There's the father osprey. He was out fishing, and mama was sitting up on the nest up here. Oop. Hold on here. Open with volume down.
Oh wow. Well, she's watching you, isn't she?
Oh yeah. It was about 300 yards away.
Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah. Just sitting there on the nest.
My goodness.
And then the highlight of my trip, sometimes you just do little things and you make people happy. There were 2 retired nurses. They both retired about the same time. They're best buddies for life, and they decided to take a trip to Yellowstone, and they had been there for 6 days, and they said all we wanted to see was a grizzly bear, and we haven't seen one. So I'm down in Lamar Valley, and I was actually watching some wolves, and then I looked up to my left, and I saw these grizzlies. Like, I'm not going to say anything. So I get my spotting scope out, then the camera. But I told the one lady, I said, what were you saying about never seeing a bear? So I said, come on over here. And they were watching these. This is like 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. That's why the lighting's kind of poor. But they were just sitting there digging for bugs and grubs. And
wow.
They're like, oh my God, we saw bears.
That is so cool.
How far away were those?
Oh, half, 3/4 of a mile.
I figured it looked like a good distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing how good that picture was, even in the low light.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Rodney, you saw these on Facebook. This is at Chief Joseph Highway. It's a road that goes from Cody to the northeast entrance of Yellowstone. Enlarge just here a little bit. So this is the Tetons up here, and it looks the same way. They're snow-capped even all through the summer.
Right.
Wow.
But this road just winds. I don't know if you can see the road. It just winds all down through this valley, and you just see the scenery and mountains, and it's really cool.
I have got to get out there.
It's unbelievable, especially on a bike. Oh my God.
Yeah. This is
My
the
wife
one
and
I
I are going to
really
Denver
like.
this.
This is the one that's kind of cool. It's called Fall River Valley or Canyon, but
Wow.
you're probably 700 to 1,000 foot walls. Just
That's a drone shot, right?
yeah. This is with the Mavic 2. I did the 360. Did that spherical photo.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It does a good job.
It
you
does.
know, I was pretty pleased with it.
Now you use the Pro, right?
Hey, I want to say good morning to David Lorenzo. He's joined the chat.
So what lens do you use for that long shot to the Grizzlies?
That Sony has a goes out to 600 f4, so it does a pretty good job. But anyhow,
That was the 600. That seemed like. Did you blow it up after that?
no.
Wow.
Yeah. Stop share. There you go.
That's
Ron,
a
look,
long
this is
way.
the turkey. Look, this is the turkey that I saw at Yellow Devil's Tower. I don't know if you can see.
Oh,
I see enough to identify that it's not your standard turkey.
That's a great place to ride motorcycles, though. Wow, the scenery is just unbelievable around there.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It really is. Every turn is like, man, something new and beautiful, and it's like, a lot of places you ride. After you ride a little bit, it's like, oh, it's just another rock, but it's not just another rock,
Right. My wife and I are flying into Denver on July the 20th. We'll stay there for 8 days. So
Really?
actually 9 days. Anyway.
You gonna let Art show you around, Dennis?
Hmm?
You gonna let Art show you around?
That's a thought I hadn't considered. I saw that the tickets were very, very cheap. They were like $130.
Really?
But Delta had them for $150, and I'd rather go with Delta because everybody, they charge you for seats, they charge you for, breathing. So
Who does that?
oh, Spirit and Frontier.
Oh, okay.
They're cheaper flights. They are cheaper flights. If you have a lot of flexibility and you don't want to take a bag, an extra bag, whatever. I mean, I think Spirit even charges you for carry-on.
Yeah.
So, but their ticket prices are very low. So if you're looking for true economy, it may be a way to go. But I did that once, and that was the last time.
That's Treetop International. They fly right over the treetops.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't get too high.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going Delta, and it's still quite cheap prices.
Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to
you
that.
going to go, Dennis? Where all are you going to go?
Well, like I said, I haven't made a plan except that we're going to fly into and from Denver, July 20th and 28th. So
I'm off that week. Matter of fact, I come home the 20th.
Really?
I'm only 5 hours.
I'd love to meet you somewhere. We don't have plans, but I know for myself, my wife will want to see them, whatever the biggest mall in Denver is. I know she'll want to see that. That's just, that's her nature, and that's okay. That's what she likes, right?
Tell her they don't have malls in Denver. There's no malls in Denver.
Yeah. Well, she knows better than that. But anyway, but that won't, I think she also wants to, because we went to Yellowstone and saw, a lot of Utah and New Mexico and we took a trip from Yellowstone down to Las Vegas, right? And saw the Grand Canyon and a lot of other things along the way. So she likes that stuff too, right? So it should be. I'm hoping that we can get a lot of scenery in with the sightseeing.
Oh, you'll get it.
Yeah.
There's find the name of the town.
Plus, I have medallion status on Delta still, so my bags are free.
I pretty much try and fly Southwest, but there are a lot of places Southwest don't go. When I was checking for tickets to Rapid City, they didn't go there. So,
Dennis, they say I've been wanting to do this on the motorcycle, but west of Denver and Grand Junction.
Yeah, I know Grand Junction. I mean, I know the town, the name.
Okay. You take Highway 50.
Yeah.
Down out of there, they say it's unbelievably scenic. And go south out there, and it heads south, and then you can eventually work your way back to the north and east.
So Grand Junction go west on 50?
Yeah, well, you want to go south on 50, but Grand Junction is west of Denver.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been to South Dakota, Dennis?
We might have touched South Dakota. We did touch South Dakota when we were in Yellowstone, right? No? It's 4 states. What are they? There's Montana, Idaho, Utah. What's the fourth one?
It's not South Dakota. Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Arizona.
Idaho,
yeah.
yeah. No, we didn't get into
Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, and Nevada is all.
Ron, have you ever rode out to Four Corners?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a long ride from nowhere though.
Yeah, but we got into Arizona when we went after we went to the Grand Canyon. We went. I don't remember the point that we went to in Arizona, but I tell you that was a long night because there is no place to stop. I mean, there's no hotel, and by the time I realized that, because we were just going basically, oh, there's a hotel, we'll stay there tonight, right? But that doesn't work when you're going from the Grand Canyon to Arizona. There's just nothing there. So,
Rodney, my cop buddy, and this is just the typical cop humor, but we stopped in this little restaurant bar and got some lunch the other day after the hunt, and he goes, "Oh, Ron, I got to sit down in this chair, and you got to get a picture of me."
Hey, Ron. Speaking of cops, you had an incident a while back, and you may not prefer to talk about it on here, but whatever came of that? Do you remember what you were telling me about? You were on your way to work?
Oh, I'm wondering if that's that state trooper I've had issues with.
Yeah.
That has not bothered me about a year and a half. Ever since when he found out I knew the name of his commander, and I got his phone number, I'd like to call him and bring him to the scene. It was have a nice day, sir, and haven't seen him since. He's still, he still patrols this area, but he has left me alone. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what the problem was. Why? First time he pulled me over, I was in the wrong. I didn't have a proper license plate on the front of my truck. In certain states, I don't know if it's all of them, but you must have a plate on the front and back of your vehicle. Well, I had a my plate from.
Not in South Carolina either.
No.
No.
Not only that.
Yeah. Then he asked me, it's Thanksgiving Day, and kind of gave me a hard time, gave me a fine, and everything. He asked me where I was going. I said, I'm on my way to work. What do you do? And so he knew, everything about me. And the next time was 3-4 weeks later. I had rectified the problem. I bought a double license plate holder. Well, unfortunately, the two plates overlapped, and I ain't kidding you, no more than 1/4 of an inch. And he pulled me over.
Oh man.
Dear God, what have I done now? And I'd learned a little bit about him. He has the highest drug arrest of any state trooper in South Dakota. He came from California. Used to be a highway patrolman there. And it started to tick me off. And I'm like, really? I said, you noticed that? As you're going this way and I'm going that way. You noticed that.
You got really good at
he just gave me a warning on that one. It was a month later. Pulls me over again. Now I'm hot. And I'm like, dear God, okay, I got rid of the other plate. I just put a single plate on there. Here, the background color on my license plate was not the same, background of the plate in the back. It was an old plate, same number, current registration sticker, but that's an old plate. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? I told him, I said, this is harassment. And I said, and this is honest God truth. And I said, just yesterday, I said, an 80-year-old man right down the street, broad daylight, was beat up and robbed at the grocery store parking lot. Why don't you go fight some real crime? And I said, if you're going to prosecute this with me today, let's call Commander Ketterling. And I said, I've got his phone number in my, I said, let's call him and bring him to the scene. I've had it. I said, you know what I do. You know what I do for a living. I know what you do. I said, I know you got the highest drug arrest, I said, of any state trooper. And I said, I know a little bit about your history. And he's just standing there taking all this. I said, I'm not asking to be above the law, but, cops, medics, firemen, we kind of look out for each other and we don't bust each other's chops. And this is getting down to harassment. So let's call Captain Ketterling. He looks at me, he says, sir, just do me a favor and change your plate. And he walked away. And here I went digging through my garage, and here I found the same plate with, and
what difference does it make if
you exactly.
Well, the color is a key.
Fights
I
real
understand
crime.
that. The color is a key to indicate that it's an old plate. And, if you're driving with an old plate, then in some states, because some states don't have those stickers, right? So they used to change the plate every year.
Yeah,
Right.
I got my plate in my truck's been on there for 10 years, and it's faded as hell.
Yeah.
But, all you do is put the new sticker. So, Ron, he knew you were a first responder or whatever.
Yeah. In South
that's
Carolina,
kinda-
all you need is a cardboard thing on the back of your car saying license applied for, and that's good. You're good to go.
Yeah, that's kind of crappy, I guess. That's really
yeah.
crappy.
See,
No.
when I retired from the Navy and moved back to Oklahoma, only requires you have a license plate on the back.
Right.
So
Here,
I had on the front, I had U.S. Navy, a plate that said U.S. Navy retired.
Yeah.
And when I moved out here to Virginia and got the license plate, I was going to leave the U.S. Navy retired on there, but then I realized that in Virginia you have to have a license plate on both front and back, and so.
Yeah, I know Georgia doesn't need that. South Carolina doesn't need that. If I remember correctly, Indiana does need that.
Hey, Rodney, I gotta make a phone call here real quick.
All righty.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna grab another cup of coffee too.
So you had a pretty nice sky this morning, even with
It
the
was
fog.
interesting, wasn't it? It wasn't what I was hoping for. I
Yeah.
hoped for a lot of color and stuff, but it was really interesting to look at. So,
Well, at least it wasn't gray and wet.
yeah. The craft down completely dry. Gone through you know, it had messed with fog quite a bit, but it was completely dry. So
Well, we could do is send Captain Ray Kelly up there to talk to that state trooper and get that guy straight.
well, I'll just show him my whatever that's called, bracelet. That's what that's called.
We had a state trooper, Virginia state trooper, that was pretty much like that. He would stop you if you were going 2 miles over the speed limit. He would stop you.
Oh my!
Wow.
And rumor has it that he even ticketed his own mother not once but 3 different times.
Oh wow!
And I don't know if that's true or not, but a lawyer that was one of my professors at Strayer University when I was taking classes said, yeah, he said that's pretty much true because he's gone to court with people that this guy had ticketed. And
yeah, I have a cousin who's a state trooper. He did give our aunt, I will say, a ticket, and I know that for a fact. So he's pretty. He goes by the book.
Well, I've got nothing. There's nothing wrong with going by the book. First off, I don't think, but 2 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess in Texas they can do that too, but down here in the southern states, they tend to. You're okay, sort of okay until 10 over. After that.
Yeah, and I lived in Texas for a while, and it's pretty much the same way in Texas. Now, if at least in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, some of the smaller towns, they may get a little picky.
Yeah. Didn't Roosevelt get a ticket for driving like 5 over,
yeah.
3 over?
And like after that? He was warned by Chris Hope,
I
not
know,
to go speeding through these little towns.
But definitions of speeding, right? If you're used to that, I don't know.
Oh, we have a little town about 4 miles up the road. Oh man, look, do not go through there.
Is that right? Well, yeah, we have Tyrone here.
You better. Well, this is Tickfall. Actually, it's what Kim Mulkey, who just got the head basketball coach. It was Baylor, and she's from Tickfall. And man, you don't go through Tickfall if the speed limit, I think, is 35 through there. Don't go 36.
Well, because of antiquated laws, for 10 miles an hour or under, nobody can give you a ticket for 10 miles an hour or under except a state policeman. Because when the laws were written, the state police were the only ones that had radar equipment in their vehicles, right? So they kind of give you leniency. So if it's a county sheriff or whatever, or city policeman, they can't do a thing. But if the state policeman is there, and we have state policemen that sit outside of Tyrone, they're just waiting for this one particular area. And I went to a city hall meeting for Tyrone one time, and they were bragging about how that's one of the best income centers that Tyrone has, is that little area of strip of road right there. So I don't know how they get the money from the state police, but apparently they do.
So Russell Glerum is Officer Chin. That's right. Russell Glerum knows who I'm talking about. So,
see who popped in. Brian, is Brian here?
Yeah, Brian's popped in. Russell popped in. Tony is in.
Oh yeah. Good morning, Tony.
Brian.
Lost Girl Hikes. She's in.
I'm not keeping up. I'm gonna have to leave, Rodney, because I got a lot of stuff that I need to do. I've had
the cuckoo clock.
That was 8. Okay. I have a sous vide going that I've had going for 36 hours.
A what?
Usually, it's a way of cooking.
Okay.
I'll show you
what you cooking, Dennis?
This camera around. Let's see here. Go to back camera, and then close settings. There. All right. So there's the sous vide. This sous vide machine it's set to 136 degrees, and it has 2 hours 43 minutes more to go. But anyway, I'm cooking a short rib chuck, which is a really, really tough meat. But according to the stuff that I've read, that will make it more tender than a filet mignon. Cooking it that way.
Cool.
So that's what we're going to try. Anyway, I have that going on. I have a lot of other things going on that I need to get taken care of. So.
Well, let us know when it's ready, Dennis.
2 hours, 43 minutes. You can be here in that time.
No, not driving the speed limit. I couldn't.
Yeah, we just talked about that, didn't we? Oh, well. Yeah, had we not had that discussion.
I'll tell you what, look, duct tape 2 batteries together and just fly me a piece over here with your drone.
There you go. That'll work. Just duct tape, right? Duct tape.
Duct tape, yeah, duct tape.
The glue that holds the world together is duct tape. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Thanks.
All right, Dennis, you have a good day, brother.
Great show, and I'll keep listening, but I may not be commenting much. But
all right, well, if you hear us talking about you, don't worry about it.
I always just pass that off. Water on a duck's back, right? See you later.
All right, bye.
Oh, Dennis.
That guy's such a character sometimes.
I think he helped Art. I think he did. Dennis did some stand-up comedy. He wrote some Art jokes.
You think so?
I think so.
So what?
Yeah, it seems like everybody's getting into the FPV a little bit. I mean, every almost. Even since the drone meet up there in Sebastian, seemed like 4, 5, 6 people done.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I mean, I've been toying with the idea of going FPV for quite a while.
Yeah, I could understand. It's a natural. You do one thing and you kind of want to do the next. I mean,
yeah, and it wasn't. I mean, like I said, this Emax Tiny Hawk that Rick Halber sent me,
right?
He sent it to me some time ago. It was about 9 months ago.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting on it saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to get into it. And I always had planned on getting into it. But when Rick passed away, I felt like I had disappointed him by not getting into it sooner.
Right. Well, you could finish it, and hey, you know what? It'd be, hey, he's watching.
Yeah, and so now I'm going to get into it. And like I said, I've already broke a blade. I've already lost a blade. I knocked a camera off or loose, so I had to go fix it. I've been learning beta flight, and then I'm going to start off really. I did some line of sight kind of flying yesterday afternoon when I got home from work here in the bedroom, and one of the blades keeps coming off, and almost lost it too. It landed behind the refrigerator, but it came off, and I saw it come off, and it went right up to the ceiling, hit the ceiling, and came back down.
So did Rick send you just the drone, or you had the whole kit?
No, he sent just the drone.
Oh, okay.
Because and what it was is hey Phantom Hodges Jones. Good morning, Paul. What it was Brent Nunley. Brent Nunley had sent me that large drone. I think I showed it to you earlier.
Yeah.
And he sent me the controller. He sent me this controller. And this is a nice controller. And some other stuff, some goggles and stuff. But the goggles, I can't fit them around my glasses.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I went and I bought these because Drone Bum recommended these. and I like them because I can wear my glasses
Right.
in them.
Yeah, that's what I would have to wear. I mean, I got to have the glasses to see up close.
And so, and I'd probably be fine if I took my glasses off because I'm nearsighted. I see close up really well, but far off I don't see so well. But even so, I am wearing bifocals nowadays. So, but anyhow, hey Hugh.
Yeah, there's your expert. Hugh's in the chat. He can help you.
Well, there's several of them too. I mean, Centroid was in here earlier.
Yeah.
He may still be in here, but anyway, so I've bit the bullet and I'm stepped in and.
I know. Yeah, Doc Murdoch's got me set up. You know, he sent me a link what to get and the battery. There's some extra battery. All I got to do is pull the trigger. You know, but I hadn't. I was studying. You know, for that part 107, so I kind of put everything on the side. But I'm a probably try that Tiny Hawk. You know.
Well, I've watched a lot of videos, and there's a lot of people out there that says the Tiny Hawk is a good learning drone.
Right.
So, and even Rick Halver said, "Look, if you want to learn to fly FPV, use this drone here," and he sent it to me.
Right.
So
yeah.
He also sent me a another Tiny Hawk. Let's see if I can get it here. He sent another Tiny Hawk to me. If I can get it open.
Yeah, they make about 3 or 4 different. I mean, I know it's the Tiny Hawk Pro or the 2 and the.
Yeah, he sent another one, and along with that.
So Rodney, those goggles that you bought, all of that, those goggles will work with that drone, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already connected the drone to it.
Okay.
And he sent me this.
What is that? A starter kit? Some kind of.
Yeah. I think. I thought it was a controller. And I haven't even opened it yet to see what was in it, but I think it's a controller. Feels pretty heavy. Oh, wait a minute. Let me look it up real fast.
You could just do an unboxing. There you go, Rodney. Live.
Well, I want to keep it in its original package because when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give it away.
Gotcha.
So, T8SG. Everything okay, Ron?
Yeah. Yeah. My buddy's passing through. He's going to stop by. His mother passed away. He's on his way to Indiana.
Ah, okay. Well, sorry to hear about his mom.
Yeah, he wants to take a camera with him. He was talking about. I was talking about selling my one camera, and he's interested in one. So I told him I'd just take it with you. You know, and if you like it, buy it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Jay's a good dude.
So here's the controller.
Oh yeah. It looks pretty nice.
It does.
OLED transmitter corner for fiber.
So he sent that to me, and so when I get to a little over 1,000 subscribers, I'm probably going to do a giveaway. Bless you.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Yeah,
That's the way old Rick was, man.
Rodney, I have some company coming in Monday from Virginia. My little niece is coming, going to spend the week here. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they live up in they live in Chesapeake.
Oh, okay.
So. Yeah, he works at the base there.
Is Navy base?
Yeah, Virginia Beach. I guess he works at the one at Virginia Beach, though.
Okay, yeah. There's a Dam Neck. That's in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
That's a center.
Yeah, he's a civilian on base, but he does something with the nuclear subs or something.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I've been to that base. In fact, I lived in Virginia. There's some Navy housing that was in Virginia Beach when I was stationed on the Preble, which was home ported out of Norfolk.
Yeah.
So if I was going to move down to that area, I'd definitely be living in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
I was growing up a lot. I remember going there as a teenager. I used to go down there every 2-3 weeks, spend the time down there. But it's grown up a lot, I think.
Oh, it's yes, it has. I mean, it's grown up quite a bit from when I was stationed down there.
Yeah.
But Rodney, you're not where are you at? You're. I know you're in Virginia, but you're pretty far from there, right? Or,
yeah, I'm in the northern neck area of Virginia. Okay. In fact, let me.
So you're about what 2 or 3 hours from Virginia Beach?
But roughly about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay, well, that's not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to be traveling down that way come the 8th and the 9th of June to do a job down there. So I'm going to hope to hook up with Mr. RC, Mr. JRC's John, and hook up with him while I'm down there. So I'll definitely be taking a drone because it's going to be an overnighter.
Right.
Yeah, Eric, I remember that too. I mean, I didn't grow up in Navy housing, but I remember living in Navy housing, and you definitely had to bomb. So, oh yeah. I'm gonna try and get a map up here to show you where I'm at in Virginia.
Hey, Rodney, is Dennis's number area code of 404?
Let me.
I think that's him.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick. If I can spell his name right. Yeah, it's 404.
He has 2 different numbers. That's why I think I got a text from his other number.
Oh, really? Well, I can.
It is him. Okay.
Okay. Because I was just gonna message you what it was.
Yeah.
I guess I could have just put it in the private chats too. But yeah, let me share this real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna make it full right here. See this orange right here?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
This is considered the northern neck of Virginia. And that's because we have the Potomac River on one side and the Rappahannock River on the other side. And they call it the northern neck. But that's Westmoreland County right there. And I live right up in this area here. And then where I work is over here in King George County at Dogger. I wish I could expand that more. But anyway, that's the area of Virginia I live in.
Yeah, actually, he just texted me, said he's at the Norfolk Naval Shipyard is what he does.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think they do something with the nuclear. They refill them possibly, or do some refueling or something.
Oh, they work on ships and stuff. They probably do a little refueling and stuff. But
Right.
They pretty much work on all the different ships. So. And then also in that area, we got Portsmouth Naval Hospital. I think there's also a Portsmouth Naval Shipyard. Of course, you go up the Chesapeake a ways, and there's Newport News. That's where they build the aircraft carriers.
Yeah. I know he's been there about 25 years or so. And I guess that's he works for the government. Is that a
well, there's probably going to be a mixture of contractors and government and military there. So most naval shipyards are like that.
Yeah.
Even on the private shipyards like Bath Iron Works and Newport News, which are owned by corporations, there's always a mixture of military, civilian, and government.
Yeah.
Because there's so many regulations and stuff that you pretty much have to have all those kind of people. Hey, Paul Murray, how you doing, brother?
Paul, good morning, Paul.
So, but yeah. I like Virginia. I mean, my heart is always in Oklahoma, but I like Virginia because there is so much history here. You know, there's Jamestown, the one of the first English colony in the United States.
Yeah, through that whole area up there. So
you got there's Revolutionary War battlefields. Yorktown is just down the road, about an hour and a half from me. Got 5 different battlefields right in here in the area that I live in. You know, there's Fredericksburg battlefield, there's Chancellorsville, there's Wilderness, Spotsylvania Courthouse battlefield, and I can't think of the other one, but it's just the whole state is just full of history. So.
You said your heart's in Oklahoma. It sounds like a country song.
You ought to get Dennis to write a song to that, Rodney. There you go.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'll always have a love for Oklahoma. I grew up there for my first 18 years, and I'll always love Oklahoma.
There's some parts of PA I miss.
It's not the prettiest state in the world, or in the United States, but it's got its own beauty. What'd you say, Ron?
There's some parts of PA I kind of miss. I'd like to go back and visit again sometime.
Yeah, I don't think anybody that's ever moved out of their home state ever loses their love for the state, except for Tony Randall. He made a comment when he graduated from my high school back in very early years. You guys remember Tony Randall, right?
Yeah.
And he made a comment that he would never go back to Tulsa because he wasn't a country hick. And when I first heard about that, I pretty much quit watching his shows. How dare he talk about Oklahoma like that?
Yeah, you know, that's kind of you kind of that's weird to say something like that, you know, especially about, I don't know, your high school. And
So Paul Murray has put a link to a video that apparently Hugh made. I assume he's talking about Asgard. So probably ought to check it out.
absolutely hilarious. Have to check that out.
I'm calling it up here. Yeah, it's definitely Asgard. He said it's hilarious. But I'll let everybody watch it on their own. That way they can enjoy the sound. So. But anyway.
So Rodney, you plan on doing any flying? You know, you got bad weather, right?
Yeah, it's raining here. It stops for a few minutes and then it starts again.
Yeah, it's been, of course, it's almost went full summer here in the last 4 or 5 days. It was 90.
Oh yeah, it's gotten really hot here too.
Yeah.
I mean, I walked out to my truck about 4 days ago. I posted a picture on Facebook. It was 102 degrees.
Wow.
And then of course, as soon as I got on the road, it dropped about 10 degrees, but
yeah,
even so. So what's the weather like there in South Dakota there?
It's supposed to be up 65 to 70 today.
Oh man, heat wave.
Yeah, and we've been doing the same thing. We've been up in the other day it was in the 80s, and then it can flip right around. Mother Nature really offered meds out here. She just kind of goes back and forth from bipolar to, schizophrenia.
Now, at least y'all get the cool nights though most of the time. You know, not like when it's in here. Even in the nighttime, temperature is like 78 to 80. You know, once it heats up.
I do like this end of the state. The east side is totally different. It has a lot of humidity because of the lakes, all the lakes out in Minnesota. But here in the summer, I'll tell you, the nights are so relaxing. I sit out I have a little porch swing out there. I sit out there and drink a little wine and just watch lightning storms sometimes. No humidity at all, no bugs.
Is it pretty flat where you live, Ron?
Pardon me?
Is it pretty flat where you live?
Oh, no.
No?
Oh, I'm in the Black Hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just sent Dennis that picture. I told him if him and the wifey come up here, I'll take them four-wheeling. And I said, I promise not to scare you like I did somebody else. And I sent that picture of Bart. That day he had that petrified look on his face up over the mountain. Oh my God. That was kind of funny. I mean, I've gone up over that hill 1,000 times. He's like, oh my God, Rob, can you move a little to the left? Then he got screaming. The one trail we come down had a little mud, a little slippery, and I'm like, woohoo! And he's like, ah! He was screaming. I scared him. I'm like, all right, I'm taking back. So I promised Dennis I wouldn't scare anybody. I'll take him four-wheeling. Yeah, we're right. Someday, matter of fact, some live stream some morning. I'll have to go up on top of the mountain. I get cell service up there, and I'll talk to you guys from up there.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. I tried to do it that one morning in Yellowstone there. Remember Nancy and I were there a month ago.
Yeah. It came through.
It goes away.
Came through a little bit, but
yeah, I was coming out. I was in Gardner, the north entrance. Matter of fact, Friday night, the night before I got a hold of you, we were in Gardner, and I was on Matt's live stream for 5 minutes, and there was elk, bison, all kinds of stuff walking around.
Ron, have you ever done that Mount Washington Auto Road? They call it, as New Hampshire, I guess it is up there.
No, that's one state I've only ever been in one time.
Man, I'm telling you what, you know how when you go, we didn't really know what it was, I guess. And when you're going up, you assume most of the time you're going up on a, ridge and you're coming back down, a different, man. And they had some gravel parts of this road. And you talk about, it was really worse. Like, it was worse than I thought. I mean, it was beautiful, but I tell you what, it was, after you kind of got up there, all they had was a gravel parking lot to come back down the same way. And it was like, oh my God, I don't know if I'd ever do that road again.
Yeah, I did. What was that? Loon Mountain up in New Hampshire. Went skiing up there.
Yeah.
And I was young and stupid. Well, probably stupider. But I was on skis and they had a radar gun, and a bunch of us were trying to see how fast. I was just shy of 60 mile an hour on skis. I was brave. I was unbreakable.
So, yeah, we all thought that when we were young.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like Sonny Bono or something, inside of a tree, though,
Yeah. But, yeah, New Hampshire's pretty. That in Vermont, I love that up there in the fall. Yeah, with all the fall colors and stuff. But yeah, I might get out of Colorado this year, this fall, and do some filming and flying. And I went down one year. It was in mid-September, and it was terrible. There was like no leaves that were changing, or they were all off, and they hadn't changed color a whole lot. All depends on how the moisture is during the summer, how well they turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some areas of Colorado, boy, that just pretty phenomenal. I wonder, Rodney.
Well, guys, I'm going to hop off and go get my day started. I appreciate it, Rodney. And Ron, I hope you feel better, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
And I'll still be listening. I'm going to try to cook me a little breakfast while I listen.
Well, I'm probably going to go ahead and end it. We need to get Ron to go to that urgent care.
Yeah, Ron, don't get any worse there, buddy, on that,
Yeah, leave here in about 20 minutes.
Good job. All right, well, I'll talk to y'all, and thank you, Rodney, for having me.
Well, you're welcome, Johnny, anytime.
Everybody have a
great day and have a great weekend.
Let me know, Johnny, when you're coming back out to ride.
Yeah, they're actually going to Sturgis, but I'm not going this year because our family vacation is like the end of July, and they'll be leaving actually the day I get back. 2 of my friends, and I've been 4 times, so I don't know. I just can't go at that time. And I even thought about riding about to maybe Amarillo or kind of maybe Colorado Springs or something, and then kind of turn around and come back. But I don't know. I'll see.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to Amarillo, stop at the big
Texan. The Big Texan.
The Big Texan, I think, is the name of it.
Yeah, we've been there every time. It's okay. It's kind of like a tourist trap, but it's a
well,
fun
it is. But if you can eat that 72-ounce steak,
no, I can't eat it. I can tell you right now, I couldn't eat it.
I wasn't even going to try.
But we've been 4 times or maybe 5. I don't know. But anyway, we go that way back. I mean, through going up to Sturgis, and then come back that way. And they had this guy probably weighed about 145 pounds, probably 20. That sucker ate that whole thing. It was weird. Yeah. Looked like a snake when he got through, All right, guys, have a good day.
All right, Johnny, you take care, brother. Good morning, Chris. Sunrise Media, Water Media.
Chris, man, he's a funny dude, man. Some of his videos.
Yeah, I like this. He did that one video where he was trying to get Kelly Shore's
Autograph.
Yeah.
That was hysterical.
And
Yeah.
his last two videos were pretty good too. They're going through those devil, what did he call it?
Yeah.
The
I like
devil
that
hoops.
one he did. The Mel. That one he did a Mel of the that drone giveaway that Mel did. That was hysterical.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. Something about. Oh yeah, he imposed Biden's voice in there. He's like, "Well, I got hairy legs."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was good. The boy's got some creativity to him.
Yeah, he does.
So. All right, buddy.
All right, man. You go get yourself looked at, man, and I don't want to hear about you working, or I'm gonna come up there and kick your butt.
Yeah, somebody needs to. I actually turned down. I was offered to go on another balloon ride this morning. I said no. So
I don't blame you there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you said you were off for 7 days.
Yeah. Till next Friday.
I would take the whole week off then.
I am. Yep, I am. Oh, it was good seeing you, Rodney. Yeah, I was trying to catch up to you the other day. I was coming out of North Dakota, heading to Wyoming. I had missed your call in the morning, and I called you like 5 or 10 minutes later because you said, "Yeah, I'm at work, but it's slow." And I called you again. Then I got to Wyoming, and I was in and out of cell service. I think you tried me once back. I got a message or something. Like I said, it's weird over there.
Yeah, no biggie. I figured that either you weren't getting service or you were just busy. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, so well,
all right, buddy.
Take care of yourself, brother.
All right, man, and we'll catch up to you.
All right, my friend.
All right, Rodney.
Let me know how it goes, okay?
Will do, buddy.
All
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody in the chat, thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, and most definitely thank you for subscribing. Hope you all have a great weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow, the Sunday Sunrise Cruise, starting with Drone Bum. And if it's not raining, myself, which hopefully it won't be raining tomorrow. And then actually, you know, now that I think about it, there's a TFR in the area that Drone Bum is at, so he may not be flying. I haven't talked to him yet today, so, but anyway, but if all goes as planned, it'll be Drone Bum, myself, Dennis Lovelady, Fly Natural, and then on to the House of Hope in Texas, Chris Hope, of course. So you all take care. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Love y'all. Bye now.